Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss the spreadsheet task from IGCSE past paper 2022 May. So this is the question. These are the sections. Section A contains graphics, database, web authoring, and section B contains spreadsheet and word processing. So let's move on to section B. Okay, so this is the section B. Task B1. The perfect party offers party planning. The spreadsheet party contains information on parties. It has 3 worksheets called cost, details, and chart. Some functions require you to use different worksheets. Open the spreadsheet party, open the worksheet costs, enter B1, your name, candidate number, and center number in the header. So let's open the data file. We have to extract this first. Done. Okay, it's better to use the updated version. This is the party worksheet. Okay, and this is the cost worksheet. This is details chart. Okay, question again. Open the worksheet cost, already opened. Enter task B1, your name, candidate number, and center number in the header. So you will get this information, your name, your candidate number, and center number in your statement of entry. So let's just copy this thing and we will paste in the header. So you will get the header from insert, then text, and then header footer. Otherwise you can also search for header and footer. This is the header and footer. So in the header section, just pasting the task number, name, candidate number, and center number. Okay, let's close the header and get back to normal. Okay, task B1. Insert a new row at the top of the spreadsheet and enter heading income from party cost in cell B1. So in the cell B1, okay, we will add new row and paste it in B1. Okay, so we can add a new row. We have to press on row number, the right click on the row number, and then insert in the cell B1. This is the cell B1, you can see. Paste the income from party cost. Done. Merge and center cell B1 to H1. So select B1 to H1 and then merge and center. Now use the spreadsheet function to insert an automated date and time in cell A1. In cell A1 we should add a function which will show the automated date and time, so it should be equal. Now this is the Excel function for automated date and time, and enter. Done. Set the formatting of the header row to shading dark, font color white, font enhancement should be bold and underlined, row height 28, and text alignment should be vertically centered. Okay, so this is the header. If the shading should be black, any of the dark colors, and then text should be in white color. Okay, font enhancement should be bold and underlined. Done. Row height should be 28. Row height, okay, again right click on the row number, then you can change the row height. Now this is 14.4, so it should be 28. Okay, and now the last thing, vertically centering. So you can center vertically from this alignment tab. Okay, done. So B1A is finished. Now task B2B. Brogan wants you to use Spreadsheet tool to analyze the data in the spreadsheet. New customers are given a discount on their party booking. Okay, use one Spreadsheet function to display the cost per guest for customer ID GRE112024. So we have to fill up this cell from details table. So the details table contains the price per guest, the package and price per guest. So we can use a VLOOKUP function to get the values from here. Equal VLOOKUP. You can use tab. It will complete the function. Then we will take the reference of package, not customer ID, because in the details table you can see there are package name rather than customer ID. Okay, so what should be the lookup value? The lookup value should be the package name, then comma. Now the table array, so the table array is this one, right? Comma again, then column index number, so it should be 2 because we are getting value from the second column. Here this is the first one, this is the second one, right? So it should be 2 comma, and we want the exact match, not the approximate one. Bracket close and enter, and you can see the value here, 25 for standard B, 25 for standard B. Okay, okay, this is done. So now enter a formula to calculate the cost of party for customer ID this. So we have the cost per guest and number of guests, so we can simply multiply to get the cost of the party. So equal cost per guest multiplied by number of guests. Done. Okay, now total with discount for customer ID GRE112024 with a new customer discount included. So now they're saying if the customer is a new customer, then he will get 10% discount. Get 10% discount. So if this cell is a yes, then the customer will pay 10% less than the cost per party. Otherwise he will pay the full amount. So there is a logical test we'll have to do, because if the customer is new, then he will get the discount deducted price, otherwise he will pay the full price. So equal, if the logical test is should be if this cell is equal yes, then if the value is true, then the customer will pay 10% less than the actual price. So he will pay discounted price. That means actual price minus actual price into discount right. So the discounted price will be deducted from the actual price, right? And if no, then he will pay the full amount. So it should be F3. Okay, so as we can see, this is a new customer. He will get some discount. He will pay deducted price. Okay, done. Replicate the calculation for all the customers. So now we can replicate. So there is the problem. So there are some not available text here. So what we can do, we have to use absolute cell reference. So we will add $sign in the cell number of a referring worksheet. So this is the referring worksheet details, and these are the cell of details table. So we will add $sign before the cell number, $A, $4, then $B, $18. So this is called the absolute cell reference. So now if we try to replicate, this will be filled perfectly. Okay, and we can replicate this thing by double clicking when the plus sign appears, or we can just drag when the plus sign appears. See the plus sign, and we can simply left clicked and drag down. Done. This thing also done. Now use one spreadsheet function to calculate the total cost of party including all discounts. So total cost of the party including all discount is, so this is, we have to add these values here. So you can simply write equal, then sum function to do the addition operation, select those cell, then enter. Done. Use spreadsheet function to display number of premium W packages. So number of premium W packages. So we can see, we can count 1, 2. So there need a spreadsheet function which will count if the cell contains premium W. That means there is a count function plus there is a logical test if premium W. So the function will be equal count if. So first we can, in the suggestion we can see they are asking for the range. So we'll first provide the range here. So this is the range where to search, then comma, and the criteria is premium W. So in quotation we will write premium W. So there are 4 premium W packages. Highest number of guests. So the highest number of guests, this is the number of guest column. So we can use maximum function to get the highest number of guests. So equal max. Then you can simply select the cell. Done. Now sort the data into descending order of total with discount. Okay, so we have to sort. So first select this column up to this one, and you can go to sort and filter, then sort highest, largest to smallest, right? Descending order, that means largest to smallest. Done. And it should expand the selection. Done. Now you can see the descending sorting. Next question, task B1C. Format the cost worksheet so that currency value show the currency symbol pound with 2 decimal places. Okay, so this is the currency column. So we're just selecting this with this column number, and we can change the data type here. So see, you can see this is the general data type, so it should be changed to pound. Done. And by default it is 2 decimal point. So if any question asks you to use 3 decimal point and on, or just single decimal point, you can increase and decrease the decimal points from here. Cell, then the next question, cell H2, use text wrap to use space efficiently. H2 wrap text. Okay, now grid line are displayed when spreadsheet is printed. So view and check the grid line so that it can be visible. We can check from the print view. Let's check it. So this is not visible yet. So we can show the grid line by adding border. You can select all the worksheet and you can use all borders here. So now it should be print the grid line. Okay, done. All data is visible. So let's check again, all data is visible or not. So to do this thing, we have to go to page break preview, and you can simply increase the size. Then now if we print, you can see all of the data are visible here. Done. Normal view. Okay, task save the spreadsheet as task B1. So it should be saved as task B1. Save as. So we are taking new folder for the answers. So it should be task B1. Done. Now task B2. Brogan has created a chart showing the number of different types of party booked. She wants you to add a suitable title label for X and Y axis. So in the chart worksheet you can see, so we have to add chart title. So we can simply add any of the suitable title. It can be party title, or it can be just party. Now we have to use axis, so we can simply go to plus sign, then use axis title. So you can see these are the number of parties. So it can be a number of parties, and this is the type of party, right? It should be types. Done. Now what to do? Resave the task spreadsheet and task as B1. Okay, so just resave this thing. Save Ctrl+S. Task B3. Open a new word processing document. Enter task B3 your name, candidate number and center number in the header. So we can just copy this thing. Okay, now this is our folder. In the answer folder we will add a new word processing document, and the name of the document should be task B3. So rename this thing as task B3. Done. Now in the header, task B3, name, candidate number, center number. Okay. Now explain one reason why absolute cell referencing is used in spreadsheet. Okay, so that the exact match could be found from the referring table. On a table it should be worksheet. Done. State the purpose of len function in spreadsheet. So we can see, we can check what does this len function do. So equal len, then if we take any of the cell reference here, say this B17, and it has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 words, so you can see it will count the alphabets in a cell, right? So the answer will be to count the number of alphabet or digit in a cell, right? Explain one reason why an automated date and time field is used in a spreadsheet, so that we do not need to add the current time every time. So that right. So it should be saved as task B3, okay, and save the task B as a PDF. So it is already saved, and we will save this thing as PDF. So go to file, save as, and the answers table, it should be saved as PDF. Save, done. So you can see it has been already saved as PDF. So B3 done. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet task of paper May 2022 from IGCSE past papers. Hope you have understood the functions of spreadsheet used here. Thanks for watching.